Yep. We have fatal error. Oh my gosh. That's crazy. I mean, the video actually is just proving that Wuthering Waves is unoptimized.
Where it debuted at 149 USD. Yes, a $150 graphics card from 2019. Just so you know, this means it has sucked ass since it was made. A 149 debuting graphics card is not good. It is not going to be good in any game. It is going to be like a mid-tier kind of like bad card for every game. And so, like, if you're not running, like if you want to play the game on high settings with decent FPS, yes, bro, you will need to get a new graphics card if you're still using something like this. Or you're gonna be playing the game on low at like 30 FPS, but it's a 7-year-old card that released at 150 bucks with 4 gigabytes of VRAM. That's
This video is kinda weird. First, I wanted to do a video just simply saying that you don't need powerful computer to enjoy Wuthering Waves. Many people say performance is horrible, that people cannot enjoy the game because it's not optimized well. Wuthering Waves is doing horrible job with optimizing, and while I upgraded to new computer, it's better obviously. I still enjoyed my time for longest time on my previous computer, but then I actually realized that AMD has also, Nvidia also has had it, but I didn't know that you can put performance tracker on the game to see what FPS you have. Unfortunately, I don't have the previous computer because I sold it, so I cannot test what was my actual performance. But I mean, in this video I think I'm gonna be rambling about that quite a lot, so you probably will realize that. So I'm gonna simply say it like this. Wuthering Waves has done a lot for optimization from Wuthering Waves. From players that played since 1.0, I see they are trying, but every new region is the issue. New region comes with something new that is not optimized properly and will always cause issues. With the new region, introduced bamboos, and obviously in bamboos regions, even I had performance issues. Like, it obviously wasn't drastic or something like that, it really is visible. However, also, the game shows you what performance and how game will be running. I have not seen many games do that, to show you visually that any setting you are using will perform your computer. And the thing is, I discovered something new in Wuthering Waves, that full screen and window mode has drastic performance difference. Unfortunately, I cannot show it. You have to test it yourself. But most of the problem can be resolved for many players if the game itself showed what FPS people are having actually. It would help drastically. Unfortunately, I am really thinking that Wuthering Waves is really scared doing this because they think that the lower end devices will actually just start showing complaints that Wuthering Waves is unoptimized, because without programs like this you have no idea, you just have the feeling, and for the longest time I just relied on feeling. That feeling was good. Now I can just see it, and oh my gosh, it really is that bad. So please enjoy the rest of the video of the absolute randomness that happened while I recorded this, and consider subscribing. Hello everybody! Today I want to do video about Wuthering Waves performance, because I'm somebody that upgraded from a previous computer that had these specs. I've been playing on this computer for 6 years and I was like, it's time to upgrade. And I upgraded to this computer. Now I can just show you without going through a screenshot. We go into settings, view device, and this is my new computer. It cost me 1,500 euros, and yes, it is 64 gigabytes of RAM memory. And how the hell did I get it when the RAM cost between 800 euros and almost 1,000 euros? I bought it from somebody else on, you know, like you have Facebook Marketplace. I think it is the closest place I can explain where I got it from. And I was like, this is lifetime opportunity and I took it, and finally I was able to experience Wuthering Waves how I never experienced. Obviously, for testing, these are my settings that I am playing practically constantly now, other than I've been recently experimenting having ray tracing on low because I don't really care about the ray tracing. I just wanted to see if I missed something while playing on the graphics card that doesn't support ray tracing. So obviously I tried. Even frame generation I have turned off because that caused lagging. I have no idea. When I have MDFSR3 turn on, it functions, it improves, but when I turn on frame generation, this causes lagging. I have no idea why. This may be just my computer, my issue, but if you are having potentially trouble, try turning it off. Literally, I have no idea why it's doing, but I really sidetracked. I wanted to do video about Wuthering Waves isn't still optimized, and it is one of the reasons why people are still gonna be quitting this game. But it's also one of the things that I just didn't understood, because when you look at my previous computer, I was playing on 1.0 to 1.3 on HDD disk and 16 gigs of RAM, of DDR4 RAM. After 1.3 update, I was like, my computer is getting like 4 years old. I don't know the health of my HDD disk because they don't last forever, and obviously because I used it for quite heavy gaming, I was like, maybe it's not in a good condition, I should swap it to SSD disk. I was like working as a job as an electrician and was able to afford the upgrade from 16 gigs to 32 gigs and bought 2 terabyte SSD disk because I just wanted to do content creation and I know the storage is important. Upgraded it and my whole experience in Wuthering Waves drastically improved. Like obviously the loading screens got quicker. So that was immediate like difference of experience, and understanding that performance just is affected by what you are using. Every single component can change your experience. If you are still playing on HDD disk, because it is incredibly cheap, like you can get 4 terabyte HDD disk for 176 euros and getting 1 terabyte SSD is 220 something. Like it's no brainer. I rather buy 4 terabyte HDD disk and game on that than buying almost only 1 terabyte, and it's just, you know, logically makes sense. But it's gonna cost your experience. Give me a second. Okay, I don't know if I fixed it. It seems not really for some reason. Okay, now it's showing. Now I just do this and it immediately disappears. How should I... Why it's not working? Like you could saw it for a moment, but then it disappears. Well, I'm seeing it on my display and it should capture display. Oh my gosh, this is why content creation is annoying. You just try to do something that should function and it's not functioning. Oh my gosh. Okay, I think I fix it. Unfortunately, this is kinda not good because I had to set it up game as windowed instead of full screen, and I now immediately see performance hitting crazy. Like I can maybe just screenshot the difference between windowed and full screen because this is just outrageous. I wanted to show it, but the graph on the video would not be seen, so that's kinda weird how this function. I mean, I can just try again. Right on the video you see it. Swap back to full screen and it disappears. But okay, I'm literally have to screenshot this because this is just outrageous. And now it... Oh my gosh. Can I have it like 3-second delay? 3-second delay. It just doesn't allow to screenshot. Now it's 200 FPS when I'm full screen and almost 300 FPS. But when I swap to window mode, when I'm now in here, you can see 120 FPS. And literally nothing has changed. The only thing changed is window into game and immediately FPS is dropping. That's crazy. I didn't know Wuthering Waves functions like this. Okay, this is the problem with optimization in Wuthering Waves. It's so random. Oh my gosh. I literally just wanted to make video about you don't need powerful graphics card or powerful PC to enjoy Wuthering Waves. You just need my previous PC specs and you are good to go and enjoy Wuthering Waves. And I mean, the new thing I found out, you should not be playing on windowed PC because it takes performance like crazy. I still somehow have a screenshot from the software itself, but I have no idea why it's just not doing it now. I literally have no idea. However, I also understand if you are somebody that purchased like crazy expensive computers, still like the 30 series Nvidia graphics cards are really powerful cards. They should be capable of running simply unless you have CPU that would be bottlenecking. Understandably, that would make difference. But most of the testing are done on optimal stuff that should be capable of running everything normally. And I mean, this is crazy. In window mode, I am losing like half of the performance. Oh my gosh, I never known it. I literally now have to check other people if they recorded on window mode or full screen mode because this is crazy. I understand I have even OBS turned on, which also takes performance, but that is crazy.
Watch out!
Okay. And you know what? We can even check one more thing because this is new area. Obviously, new area has added in Wuthering Waves the bamboo cutting, like the precise physics of it, that even when you are in animation of the character, they can cut the bamboo, which obviously would take performance in any game if you done it. But let's go into 1.0 area if something is gonna be different. Obviously we cannot use bike, but we in here have different traveling method, which is flying. Now we are in here, we wait for everything to load it up. Let's take flight and let's fly. And even in here I am not capable of reaching the numbers, the 100 or 300 mark, which is kinda weird, but what can you do, it seems? Let's do this.
Little by little.
And small reward for it. And now I'm 120 when I am not doing anything. It's slowly rising, but again, let's take flight. And we are back at 190, and you can clearly see that we are not reaching the performance that we should be having on practically graphics card you have seen. But how the hell I cannot show. I had to Google it why it's not working, and it told me that all I have to do is just to make it windowed for some reason on OBS, because they are capturing two separate things, and when they are capturing the same thing, I have no idea how this functions. This is just beyond me. But go to settings. I literally will not swap anything, just full screen. I still see the graph, I still see the FPS, but on OBS I cannot see. And now you gonna take me for a liar when I say I see 200 FPS. Because I have no idea how to prove it. Oh my gosh. How can I prove this? Please, for love of God. I cannot even take like 20-second screenshot. Like I wait for 10 seconds and screenshot system opens and it wipes everything. Why is it doing? Oh my gosh. Why is it doing? And also it kinda breaks the game. You are guys not seeing it also. I have the cursor on the monitor and you are not seeing it on the recording. I mean, I am discovering glitch after glitch in this video, and it's not even topic about the performance. I mean, do you know how much easier this thing would be if Wuthering Waves actually showed the FPS counter? But they are not doing it. Now again, window mode, and we are on this mediocre 120 FPS. Like it is maxed FPS that I should be getting, because that's the setting I set it up, but I should be going over that number, not being stuck on that number. I mean, Wuthering Waves has to add FPS counter, but also I think that would be, if this thing would be added in the game normally and you would not have to go through Nvidia stuff or AMD stuff, people would notice how terribly optimized the Wuthering Waves can be. However, it also may help people. Maybe they just have it terribly set it up, even though obviously something like 1650 in the video is not graphics card that is gonna be capable of running this on the best settings ever. However, something like 60 FPS should be easily capable on low settings. However, one thing you are never turning on in Wuthering Waves is Bloom. Bloom is turn on setting no matter what PC you have. Auto FPS you turn off, and then everything else is just performance how you want it. I mean, I never done this, but wait a second, if I do VSync off, will I do something? Not really. Or maybe, I mean, okay, now crash to 50-60 and now back to 101. We are keeping above 100 just VSync off, but we are getting the low ones more often. I mean, this is beauty of just experimenting, wow. I mean, I cannot even script this or anything. This video is gonna be raw like this. I am like just mesmerized by simple settings. Completely everything is changing. VSync on and then obviously playing on full screen. You have to. That is crazy. Okay, let's turn on everything to high settings and we will go through 1.0 area. Motion blur, high, bloom, high crowd density, auto FPS, damage number, full screen, wounded effects, ultra high, auto exposure, default render distance, furthest. Okay, I am not gonna do this. We're gonna take frame generation on. We're gonna do ultra quality and we're gonna do high and everything on. I'm still not over the parts because why should I? And I mean, oh my gosh, the motion blur, I hate it. No, I have to turn motion blur off. That's disgusting. Low. Okay, motion blur is off, but now the lagging starts, okay? 60 FPS, 70, 80, big crash. Okay, I mean, I know on window is gonna be laggy. Now I'm gonna swap just for now to full screen. And even in here I'm getting 130 FPS, okay, it's going up. 160, 180, 200, yep. And now big crash to 70. Okay, it seems like the FPS will go higher, but the lower ones, like the lower FPS counter happens much more often. Like ridiculously more often. And it drops to from 180 to 120. Okay, this was really interesting. I understand it's not really big test because now everything is just glitched. So let's go to the newer area. Let's go somewhere to the wilderness. And we have 150. We are keeping about 100 FPS. Okay, now it dropped to 90. But still the settings didn't change. Everything is so high on the best graphics card AMD has to offer. Not really, but still. For me, it's functioning. Now it's 200. Now let's swap to windowed performance. Where do we have full screen window? And it's again 120, 100. And now it's dropping to 50, 60 FPS. This you can see. And I mean, that's kinda crazy.
Watch out!
That's crazy. Let's quickly jump in here so I don't fall into void. And big crash. Oh my gosh, maybe it will crash the computer completely. Yep. We have fatal error. Oh my gosh. That's crazy. I mean, the video actually is just proving that Wuthering Waves is unoptimized. This is outrageous.
This is on balance performance right here. This is RTX 3080, by the way, keep that in mind. Alright, driving around in the bamboo forest. This is performance graphics right here. 45 FPS, 47. Or 39.